Longtime industry buddies Matt Damon and Ben Affleck just announced a majorly exciting collaboration. Stick around till the end to find out what it is. Welcome back to our favorite edition of Where Are They Now? I'm your host Michaela, here to break it all down. Award-winning actor Matt Damon is best known for his portrayals in the popular Ocean's 11 series, the Jason Bourne thrillers, and the Ridley Scott Golden Globe-awarded blockbuster Martian, alongside Behind The Candelabra, The Adjustment Bureau, and The Talented Mr. Ripley. Matt's fame grew prominent in 1997 after he wrote and starred in Good Will Hunting alongside his film co-star Ben Affleck. Since, Matt has been awarded Best Screenplay and has seen nominations for prestigious awards like Academy Awards and Golden Globes. Quickly becoming a worldwide sensation, Matt's prominence only seemed to grow tenfold. Comment down below another movie or TV show you've seen Matt Damon in. Matt, born Matthew Page Damon in full, joined the world on October 8, 1970 in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Matt's dad Kent was a finance and real estate worker, and his mom Nancy worked as a professional early childhood educator. His only other sibling and brother Kyle is 3 years older. Matt experienced his parents going through a divorce when he was still a toddler. However, his childhood didn't seem all too shabby. When he was 10, the actor met another kid 2 blocks from his street, 8-year-old Ben Affleck. And yes, they're still friends with the cutest childhood story ever. This duo quickly developed a tight friendship through their die-hard love of the Boston Red Sox and mutual enjoyment of playing the fantasy game Dungeons & Dragons and catching double feature movies. The pair attended Cambridge's Ringe and Latin High School, an educational facility which housed numerous famed alumni like poet E.E. Cummings, basketball star Patrick Ewing, and composer Leroy Anderson. It was also here that Matt discovered his love for acting. Flying into December 2005, Matt tied the knot with his then longtime girlfriend Luciana Barroso in New York City Hall, the same partner he's been married to since. The couple originally met while in Miami, where Luciana worked as a bartender and Matt was filming Stuck on You. In their time together, the spouses have given birth to 3 children so far, all girls. Their oldest, Isabella, was born on June 11, 2006 in Miami, a city their family resides in when Matt is not on location for films. Their second daughter, Gia, followed, and she was birthed on August 20, 2008. Stella, their last biological daughter, was welcomed into the world on October 20, 2010. Aside from these 3, Damon also shares a stepdaughter named Alexa, who's a product of Luciana's former marriage. In 2007, Matt was branded the title of People's Sexiest Man Alive. The actor, who was shocked over his magazine win at the time, said his 2 pals, Brad Pitt and George Clooney's hard campaigning efforts had finally paid off in a published letter by the outlet. Quote, "You gave an aging suburban dad the ego boost of a lifetime. My 9-year-old stepdaughter now thinks I'm cool. Well, cooler." Matt's rise to fame is somewhat similar to a lot of his fellow Hollywood stars, but also truly unique in its own way. The actor was enrolled at Harvard University, focusing on English for his studies. However, he didn't stick around the post-secondary school for long, as he left early to get his career going. Matt's big screen debut came in 1988 for Mystic Pizza when he was 18, and he later moved on to landing major starring roles in the 1997 hit The Rainmaker and the iconic Good Will Hunting that same year. The latter film had both Matt and his co-star Ben taking home the Oscars' 70th Original Screenplay Award. The actor later proceeded to act in a wide range of works in Hollywood, while he continued crafting high-profile projects between the end of his decade and seeping into the new millennium. Matt did this through films like 1998's Saving Private Ryan, 1999's The Talented Mr. Ripley, and 2002's The Bourne Identity. Alongside this, Matt was featured in the Bourne sequels, The Bourne Supremacy and The Bourne Ultimatum between 2004 and 2007. Ultimatum's $110 million total catapulted the largest August opening weekend in movie history, gaining approximately $70.2 million in the US and Canada, and maintaining that record until Guardians of the Galaxy dropped in 2014. 2016 saw Matt starring in the 5th installment of the Bourne series, Jason Bourne. Despite the film receiving mixed reviews from critics, the movie still saw box office success around the globe. January 2008 was the time when Matt received a bunch of media attention due to a comedic music video he made an appearance in with comedian Sarah Silverman. At the time, Sarah was dating former late-night talk show host Jimmy Kimmel, where she crafted a raunchy song about having a physically intimate relationship with Matt. In addition to Matt being in the track's video, Jimmy had featured it in his show, and the clip eventually grew mass popularity across the internet. Since, Jimmy and Matt have continued to engage in various video gags, successfully and entertainingly maintaining their comedic feud. On his occupational front, Matt was awarded his 3rd Academy Award nomination for his part as World Cup winning rugby legend Francois Pienaar in the South African movie Invictus. The 2009 film starred Morgan Freeman as Nelson Mandela and was directed by Clint Eastwood. Outside Outside of this, Damon was the star of other well-admired movies such as The Departed in 2006 and True Grit in 2010. Matt teamed up with Clint once more in 2010 for his drama Hereafter. The next year, the world saw the actor portray a politician who romanced Emily Blunt's dancer character in the sci-fi drama The Adjustment Bureau. Damon continued to tackle interesting varieties of projects in this time too. In 2011, the actor tried his hand with family-friendly work through We Bought a Zoo, and even co-starred in the 2010 environmental drama Promised Land alongside John Krasinski. It was after this when Matt landed rave reviews for his addition to HBO's critically acclaimed 2013 film Behind The Candelabra, playing Liberace's boyfriend Scott Thorson and starring with Michael Douglas. For this, Matt received both Golden Globe and Emmy nominations, whereas Michael took home the wins for both awards in their leading actors categories. Matt made his science fiction return shortly after, being featured in Elysium opposite Jodie Foster and The Zero Theorem, both also filmed in 2013. In 2014, Matt appeared next to George Clooney in the war drama The Momentous Men. The same fall, Matt once again paired up with Ben Affleck. This time, their Warner Bros.-based production company Pearl Street Films made the agreement to develop a fresh series for the sci-fi cable network called Incorporated. The fall of 2015 saw Matt becoming a part of the recurring production team who were involved in the making of HBO's docuseries Project Greenlight. More recently, Matt starred in the 2017 ambitious sci-fi feature Downsizing, as well as the twisted comedy Suburbicon. Both saw disappointing commercial success, however, Matt bounced back with a surprise cameo in Thor Ragnarok. The next year, reports rumored that Matt was starring as the controversial businessman Mark Rich, who was responsible for fleeing from the US in the 1980s to avoid detainment for multiple criminal charges in King of the Oil. Alongside this, Matt was set to headline a true crime tale about a former cop who assisted in the rigging of McDonald's annual Monopoly promotions, next to Ben to direct the feature. By the time Matt made it back to the big screen, it was to star in the 2019 Ford v Ferrari as automotive designer Carroll Shelby, next to Christian Bale, who played driver Ken Miles. However, right before this, late 2017 rolled around, in which Matt found himself embroiled in controversy because of the onset of allegations that took down several powerful men in the industry. The first one regarded the accusation that Matt tried to kill a story regarding Harvey Weinstein's predatory actions from 2004, a claim Matt denied. The next fire drew from some of Matt's takes on the overall issue, most of which he revealed to Business Insider at the time, like how he considered working with a person who was accused of being a predator on a quote case-by-case basis. Matt even further informed Peter Travers on ABC News that there was a quote difference between patting someone on the butt and apparently violence or taking advantage of those underage, for better words. As expected, an online petition was created and circulated with demands that Matt's cameo appearance in Ocean 8, the female-led spin-off of the previous Ocean's movies, be removed. During the time in January 2018, Matt resurfaced to express the regret he felt for his prior comments. The actor told today's Kathy Lee Griffith, quote, "I really wish I'd listened a lot more before I weighed in on this. I don't want to further anybody's pain with anything I do or say. So for that, I am really sorry. I should get in the back seat and close my mouth for a while." Now let's discuss Matt and Ben's most recent collaboration and how it ties into today's video. Within the last month, a huge announcement of Matt and Ben launching their own film production company dropped. You might be thinking, again, but here's the thing. The famed Hollywood besties have confirmed their starting of their independent company, since revealed to be named Artist Equity. The New York Times reported the idea that came about from both stars' disappointment with the current paychecks for this time's streaming era. According to the article, loads of streaming companies refused to distribute the profits generated from hits of the past decade. The lack of sharing sprung the dynamic duo's announcement over the week to start up their independent production company in hopes of combating this issue. To do this, they must wait until they've obtained a minimum amount of $100 million from investment firm Redbird Capital Partners in financing. Matt and Ben have both agreed on the fact that their company commits itself to ensure all profits are split equally between everyone on their projects. For Ben's part, he explained a bit about where he's at with, "This is the next act of my career for a long time." Matt, of course, has already committed himself to starring in and making appearances for multiple films produced exclusively by AE. The pair want to mainly capitalize on the turn the film and TV industry has taken for quality of content rather than the quantity it pushes out. Ranging from actors to the off-screen team, Matt and Ben intend to hand people their fair share of profit from projects. For the company itself, Ben is slated to become the chief executive, while Matt will take the role of their chief creative officer. Naturally, with more than 3 whole decades of working in the entertainment world, both actors have the exact experience needed to succeed. But just how did Matt and Ben's bromance become what it is today, to the point where they can even create multiple collaborations and work together for over 30 years of excellence? Well, following their first meeting in the 1980s, Hollywood has played witness to the two's cute bromance ever since they first began to appear at auditions together, star in various movies with one another, and eventually won their first Oscar next to each other. Ben's ex-wife Jennifer Garner even once comedically commented on the nature of their friendship with, "Here's proof that love is alive and well in Hollywood, at least for my darling husband's darling husband, Matt Damon." So you see, it's not a lie to say that Matt and Ben share one of H-Town's warmest friendships. The pair was even given the 2016 award of Guys of the Decade. Guys' Choice presented the acting duo with the title, which most likely further cemented their friendship in actual gold. Upon receiving the award, Ben revealed, "I think it goes without saying that this is an award Matt and I have been dreaming about since we were little boys." And that has been today's WATN. Thanks for watching, friends.